Alright, so I just finished recording my video explaining why I am in fact a Republican over Democrat now. I don't specifically associate with either party because I don't think such a wide range of fucking issues can be boiled down into two separate categories. And just your opinions all fall into like one certain category. I just don't agree with that stuff, but I would say I'm more Republican than Democrat. But you know what? We're about to find out. So what? Um, fuck. Wouldn't that just be better? A bigger government. I don't care how big the government is. I mean, more services. I don't know, dude. Am I for more services? I don't know. Like, it depends who's fucking paying for it, actually. Like, what are these? Fuck, dude. I mean, services are good, dude. Fuck. I don't even know what to go with this. When you say you favor a bigger guy. Oh my fucking god, dude. Like, I don't fucking know what the hell I think about that, but when I say that, what exactly do I mean? Ah, fucking hell, dude. This is gonna be fucking epic. Mostly expand. What? Modestly? But what the fuck does any of this even mean? Is in I don't know? Uh, dude, I have no fucking clue, dude. I'll put this. Okay, fucking whatever. America's openness to people from all over the world is essential to who we are as a nation. Who are as a nation? Who are we as a nation? Like, does our country have like a character or something? I mean, I don't know. Is it essential to our culture? I don't really care about culture. I mean that's not even really a Republican view. I mean, of course, yeah, I would be more for this, but most Republicans would also put this. I'm sure. Like, okay, in general, would you say experts who study a subject for many? Oh my fucking god, this has to be a really recent fucking thing. Yeah, you saying, for example, oh yeah, these fucking health professionals are telling me to wear a mask. So I'm just gonna tell them to fuck off because this is the free country, bitch. That doesn't really accurately represent the Republican ideology. Let's just say that. Like the COVID crisis, like, yeah, that was absolute fucking autism by the Republican Party, and it was sort of triggered by Donald Trump not wearing a mask, and everyone went on this liberty tangent. I don't think that accurately represents the Republican Party, but you say experts who, I would guess, I don't know any of them specifically, and I don't know anybody's expertise who works in the government, but I would imagine that them being more fucking being more educated on a topic, especially if they're making policy decisions regarding such things. Yeah, they'd probably it'd probably be better equipped to handle the job if they know what they're doing. Nah. I don't think this is really a partisan thing again. Thinking about increased trades of goods. Dude, I don't care about any of this shit. What the fuck is this? Jesus. In recent dude, I don't know anything that happened in recent decades, okay? I know that Barack Obama fucking, like, existed, like, in the... Dude, I don't know fucking anything that happened in recent decades, okay? I mean, what do you mean, like, in terms of, like, the national debt? How do you measure these markers? Like, I mean, this sounds like a question that would have an objective answer, but, like, you just have to make the markers. And I don't know anything about this to be able to even, like, I don't know, how would you measure this? Maybe by, has the national debt increased versus decreased? What is, um, I don't know, standard of living? Is the average worker, the middle class, are they, fucking rich or less rich on average? Like, I don't fucking know, dude. Because any of these markers, I don't know how all this shit's doing. I'm sort of living under a rock, as y'all know, but because increased trade has helped lower prices and increased the competitiveness. I don't fucking know. This seems like a quiz question that you would actually have on a real exam that wouldn't be about your opinion. Like, whether it has done this or not, that would not be a matter of opinion. But I guess trading is sort of good. Like, we're sort of social beings, and yeah, expanding our horizons and you know, collaborating, we tend to do better overall. Like, all of our efforts, everything that we've gotten up to as a species was a collaborative effort. We're just social beings. So yeah, I think collaboration, trade, all that stuff's good. We shouldn't close in on ourselves. I don't think that's much of a lefty take, to be honest. I think that's just, most people would agree here. How much more of anything needs to be done to ensure equal rights? How much are you gonna, yeah, no, I think that's fucking stupid, yeah, it's not a surprise that when just 2 generations ago, black people were segregated, that their grandkids would on average be poorer. But it's, like, racism no longer exists on a social level. And you want to disagree with me? Well, how about, well, segregation is illegal, but let's say for the sake of argument that today we made segregation legal again. Yeah, let's allow McDonald's to segregate their workers, just fire every black person. How fast do you think they'll run out of business? Like, not even taking into account the fact that you'd just be shooting yourself in the foot because, like, you're just closing your own doors to, like, to labor that would benefit you from people who, like, there was no reason for their race to like, be a factor in how well they can perform their job. So you're just closing up your own fucking horizons. But yeah, imagine if McDonald's decided to segregate. Imagine if that was made legal and they did it. Yeah, they'd go bankrupt immediately. Everyone would protest them. They would just completely go downhill. Yeah, a company that might choose to segregate today, if that was allowed, yeah, that it would not be socially accepted. So, I mean, what else are we gonna do? Are we just going to steal money from rich people to give it to the poor people in the black community? Uh, yeah, redistributing wealth in terms of, yeah, that just takes time, and unfortunately, you can't really tell a rich person who might have worked his whole life for his, wealth, oh, well, now, like, you sort of have a kid, you, like, all your wealth, you sort of save that up throughout your life to give it to your kid, to give them the best chances in life. Oh, well, you know what? Your kid doesn't deserve that money any more than, like, some other kid you don't know. So, Yeah, for the sake of being fair, we're just going to give your money that you saved up for your children to other people's children. You know, just to be fair. That'd be the only way we could solve that, because this problem with uh like this race divide, it's poverty versus poor people divide. So that'd be really the only way. So if the following statements comes closest to your view, business corporations make. Who the fuck cares how much profit they make? It's like they make too much. What? So you're just gonna steal that money away from them because you think it's too much? People in Africa might think you make too much. If you're middle class, does that matter? Like, does that mean that we should take that money away from the middle class? I mean, yeah, too much money is relative. Yeah, so I'll say fair and reasonable, because the ways by which they are making their money, I believe, is fair and reasonable. Even if they are evading taxes a lot of the time, that is just them not allowing their own money to be stolen. So yeah, I'll go with it. How much of it all would it bother you to regularly hear people speak a language on it? I mean, not much, but it's fucking gay. I mean, it's cringe. That's really all it is. It's just cringe. Like, if my mother fucking tries to speak to me in French, around fucking people who speak English, like, I fucking cannot stand that. Like, I'll just reply to her in English. Like, but yeah, I definitely think it's retarded for someone to come to a country without speaking the fucking country's native language. Like, unless you're like a refugee running from like the drug cartels in Mexico, it's like you don't make the decision to go from one country to another overnight. One of the most important things anywhere you go is communication. Yeah, learning a language. When I remember at some point I used to be on Hypixel, like at a time where like a bunch of the people would be Dutch. Well, just out of curiosity of what they were saying, I installed Duolingo, and I was pretty fluent after like what 3 weeks of like not even an hour a day. I was pretty fluent in Dutch. Yeah, you could just use Duolingo, download that type of stuff, and learn your country's native language. It's very useful. In fact, the most useful thing, the primary thing you should do when you go over to a country. So, yeah, I don't care if people want to shoot their own selves in the foot and not speak the language. I don't really care. Like, they could just not communicate with me, I guess. But 0 to 100, holy sh- with 0 means you feel as cold and negative as possible. How do you feel toward Democrats? I don't care. Yeah, I'll put 50-50 because I don't know. I think most people are good people. Which of these statements best describes your opinion about the United States? Um, Yeah, I think it's definitely the best fucking country. France is a libtard country. I fucking hate the shit out of it. To be honest, how much of a problem, if any, would you say each of the following on people being too easily offended? I mean, who the fuck is on it? I mean, yeah, I got like it's a big recurring theme, but in terms of it being a problem, it's like I'd sort of be fitting right into that category of being fucking super triggered if I was to say people being too offended is a major problem. That sort of make me a super offended fucking retard, wouldn't it now? People saying things that are very offensive to others. Shut the fuck up, go somewhere else, talk to someone else. Which comes closer to your view of candidates for political... Dude, what candidates do I know? Like Nina Turner, what, I can't even think of a lot of people in my head right now. Like, oh yeah, there was, who's the homophobic lady? I heard she's homophobic, like, anti-Semitic, or whatever, the fucking, fuck, dude, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up, because I can't remember. Yeah, Ilhan Omar, my bad. Even if neither is exactly right. Which comes close to the review of candidates, even if this one can... No candidate should represent all of your views well, but I don't... I mean, to be fair, what are you gonna have on one side that, like, the candidates who will make office? Well, you'll have the corporate Democrats, like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, so, like, CNN are corporate Democrats, so they aren't really Democrats, like, pretty much all the time. They, like, a huge percentage of the time on individual policies, they'll vote with Republicans, which, like, to be fair, it's sort of this thing, like, socialism versus capitalism. Are you left or right? Are you for or against theft? And it's like, yeah, it seems that the majority of the people you will associate as Democrats, like, on the political level, like, on the highest political levels, a lot of them, their, ideology will not be Democrat. A lot of them, they will have a capitalist standpoint when it comes to their actual policy decisions. And to be fair, I don't think that's right, because that isn't what they say on stage to people. On stage, they will not tell you, yeah, I'm for all these social issues, but you know what, yeah, no, we're not gonna increase the taxes on the rich, because, that isn't our fucking money to take. Are we just gonna go in your house, raid your house, just take whatever we want, because we think we deserve it more than you? No, we're not gonna do that. Well, we're not gonna go to a rich person and just take their property, which would be their wealth, just because we think we deserve it more than they do. Like, it's still theft. Okay. So, I guess you could say that. And on the Republican side, like, it'll be what, like, super pro-Trump Republicans. And I think Trump is a meme. I like him. I would like to see him in 2024, but I disagree with pretty much any idea that he may have. Don't know how much do white people benefit from advantages. Not at all. Except for maybe the advantage of being born with more... yeah, how does Jim Crow manifest in 2023? Is affirmative action in favor of white people, or is it in favor of black people? Do you think greater social acceptance of people who are transgender? Yeah, I'm completely for trans rights, by the way. People who identify as gender that is different from the sex. Okay. Yeah, it's good for society. That's a weird way to put it. But overall, would you say people who are convinced of crimes in this country, like, Oh, people who are convicted. Apparently, like, I look at Tucker Carlson a lot, and apparently they serve too little time. I'll take him at his word for it. Apparently, it's a big problem, and he even talks about the direct consequences that this problem has. So, again, I don't know anybody who's like, I don't know. I don't know firsthand or like of anybody who has like served terms to be able to say, oh yeah, that's too long, that's too little. So I'm just gonna go off of what Tucker would tell me. I'll take him at his word. Which of the following statements comes closest to you? Yeah, dude. Like all of these questions, it's really like uh. I don't know. Let's see if you're left wing or right wing. Hey, do you think that I don't know. Do you believe that Mexicans are gonna replace us or something? It's like most Republicans don't believe that. It's like all of these stuff. Yeah, most Republicans believe this actually. I suppose you should try to keep it so America is the only military. Who fucking cares? We should cut our military. We really don't need all that fucking money spent on the military. Like, this is a waste of stolen taxpayer money. It's an absolute waste. Apparently, like, the Pentagon and stuff, like, they just failed, like, 5 fucking audits in a row of, like, their planes. So they can't be fucked to even get good pilots to fly their planes. Secular Talk just made a video, covering that topic. There's trillions in Pentagon money that are missing. They can't even account for trillions of dollars. So why in the hell should we fund them when they can't even be fucked to keep track of where the money that they stole from us is going? So no, based on that, I think we should cut the military by like straight up like 80%. We don't need that. Are we at war right now? Who the fuck are we at war against? Yeah, unless we're willing to go ahead and stand up for Ukraine, go fight Russia, we should fuck off and stop wasting taxpayer money on making sure we're super prepared in case like, no, meanwhile, life happens and we don't have, say, healthcare for all. That's maybe a better use of taxpayer money. Even though it'd still be stolen money, uh, I think healthcare for all would be better than having a super strong military in case anyone attacks us while we're fucking dying on the ground. It's like, fucking, like, yeah, great fucking ideas, buddy. Anyway, I suppose you should try to keep America as. Yeah, I don't care. Apparently China already has. Okay, as long as said other country wouldn't be like a dictatorship or something, as long as this odd, like, these competitors that the US has wouldn't be like oppressive forms of government, like, then I would have a problem with it. And that's actually Tucker Carlson's problem with China taking over. So I guess he has a point, but specifically with it being the US, I don't care if we're number one, bitch. It's like, oh, bro, we fell off. It's like, ah, fuck, dude. I sort of never gave a shit. Because it's like, I have more important stuff going on in my life, such as, I don't know, fucking, just Minecraft is more important to me than us staying as the top G. Us staying the fucking top Poggers, boys. It's like, good for fucking us, dude. So, best fit is ambivalent. Okay, so here we already have a fucking word that's 4 syllables, as if my brain could fucking handle that type of shit. So, no clue what that is. Having mixed feelings are contradictory. ideas. Wait, so I'm contradictory. Okay, thanks for telling me I'm retarded. I already knew that, but 12%. Oh fuck, dude. I'm not really that special. Full report. Beyond red versus blue. I'm glad to know that I am in fact right about being right wing. Yeah, I'm right wing. I'm a Republican. Glad to see that that confirms that view. Interactive charge to sell the political topology. Look, that is a four-syllable word I know. Let's fucking go. Dude, do I care about any of this? You know what? No one cares about fucking any of this, okay? Fuck yeah, I got some free content. Let's fucking go, boys.